Hey guys, today I have some empties for you guys, and I am really into using up products this year. I am on a low buy this year, so we're gonna go jump into it, let you guys know what worked for me, what didn't, what I would repurchase if I was gonna repurchase. So first thing in here is the Pure Miracle Mist. I use this baby down to the bottom. This is a hydrate and set makeup mist thing. This thing is amazing if you need hydration before your makeup. It smells citrusy. Love this. This is definitely something that I would repurchase if I wasn't on a low buy. Next thing in here is the Hagaliso Pure Daily Foaming Cleanser. This is a really nice fresh foaming kind of cleansing that I just used. It has chamomile and natural, and it's supposed to help with like clearing your skin. Really enjoyed that. That came in a FabFitFun box. Next thing is the Arm & Hammer Essentials deodorant. This is in the scent Fresh. If you're looking for a natural deodorant that's super cheap and has some kind of really nice scent to it, this is the way to go. Lately, I've been using the Kopari one, and I've been testing that out. Let me know if you guys would like a full-on review of natural deodorants, what works for me, what didn't, what I like about each one. I would definitely do that for you guys because I've tested quite probably like 4 or 5 brands by now. So let me know and I will do that for you guys. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me. All my social medias are down below. Next thing that I used up is a MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. Fix Plus is always a must-have in my collection. Even though I have to say I only have like one more little bottle, and then after that I am not repurchasing until I use up what I got. Next up is the Ole Hendrickson Truth Facial Water. This is really nice for skincare. It's very citrusy smelling. It has kind of like this, I don't know how to describe it, but it is very citrusy smelling and it gives a nice hydration to your skin. I use this in conjunction with skincare. Next up is the Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pen. This is a nice pencil, but not the best. I hate when pencils do this where you swatch it and it looks nice, but then you try it on your waterline or on you know, on your lower lash line, and it kind of just grips to the skin and doesn't go on smoothly. That's what happened to this pencil. I wish it was a more smoother gel-like formula where it would just slide and be more pigmented, but sadly it's not. Next thing in here is the Brow Gal. This is by Tanya Crooks, the Instant in Brow Brown Hair 2. This came in a box, I want to say Boxycharm, and I really enjoyed this a lot. I use this just to fill in those sparse areas of my brows. I have really natural full brows, so I didn't need a lot of this, but I really enjoyed it just to comb through really easily and just give a little extra oomph where my brows needed it. Next up is Curology. So I used up all the products that they sent me. They sent me about, I want to say 3 months worth of products, and I used it all up. And yeah, it worked really nicely, especially in my, whoa! It worked really nicely in my pore area. I will link here a card to my Get Unready With Me video where I actually show you guys how I use those products. Next thing in here is the Makeup Melt Bliss wipes. This I really enjoyed. These wipes, they smell really nice and clean. They're super wet, and I feel like they take off a lot of makeup. Also in here is the Detox Dry Shampoo by Drybar. I have to say this one's just okay. This wasn't something that knocked my socks off. It does a really nice job of getting the oil, and I usually use it more towards the bottom of my hair here and like my roots, just to give a little bit more of oomph. So that one I wouldn't exactly repurchase. I feel like there's a lot of drugstore alternatives to that. Next thing is the Glam Glow Glow Starter in Nude Glow. This, I'm so sad that this finished. This is such a beautiful primer. It smells delicious and it just gives a beautiful glow to the skin. I absolutely love this. It's called the Mega Illuminating Moisturizer, and it does just that. It gives just this beautiful moisturizer with a glow to it to your skin, and then your foundation goes on and just makes your skin really look super glowy. Love that. If I ever get through all the primers that I have, this is something that I would definitely buy. Next up is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. This is just okay for me. It does its job, but not to the extent that I want it to. I feel like I have to use quite a bit of this to get my makeup off, like if I get raccoon eyes or anything like that. So I am trying the Sephora one now, and I like that one a little bit better because it has oil in it, and I feel like it just leaves the area smoother and softer, and it just really takes away a lot more than this does. Next up is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This is another beautiful primer that gives that lit within look to your skin, and I really enjoyed this one. I'm pretty sure I think I have another one of these in my collection that I'm using up. Next up is the One and Done Naked Skin by Urban Decay. This is a really nice BB cream. It's not my all-time favorite one. I did like it, and I would combine it with certain other foundations, but it's not something that I will repurchase. I just basically bought it, liked it, and then used it up, but I do feel like there are better ones out there. Next up is The Ordinary, the Serum Foundation, a really nice lightweight foundation. I do have a demo on this, which hopefully I'll leave in the cards. I really like this as like an everyday kind of foundation. It wore really nicely on my skin as well, and it just looks really natural. Also looking natural, the MAC Face and Body Foundation. I will back to MAC this at some point, and I'm in the shade C2, and I'm surprised at how yellow tone this is compared to, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's very yellow undertone compared to being a C. I thought that C was for cool tones, but this is a really nice everyday kind of foundation, just looks really natural on. It's more of a watery consistency. Also in here is the L'Oreal Voluminous Base. This is a white base for your eyelashes. I absolutely love this. I love using bases for mascara. Right now I'm using the other L'Oreal one, which is the pink one. I just feel like it really helps accentuate my lashes, really gives a lot of volume to it, and just really builds them up, which I'm into. Also in here is the Power Up by Butter London. I like this mascara. The brush is really nice to get in there and like flick up, but this will give you raccoon eyes like nobody's business. It's just a really strong formula, and it's almost like that black tar kind of formula where it like grips to your skin, and then to get it off, it is a pain in the butt. So just a watch out for that one. Next up is the Ico London Black Magic. This is a liquid liner. Sadly, this just wasn't as black as I would want it to. I wanted it to be more smoother and go on nicer and more liquidy, and this one just did not do it for me. Next thing in here is the ColourPop No Filter Foundation. I feel like a lot of these look like they're still full, but they're not. This is the Light 65. This one doesn't even pump out hardly anything anymore. I really like this foundation. I have to say I like their hydrating one a lot more than this one, but if you have oilier skin, I think you might like this one just because this one is a little bit more mattifying. This does give a really nice coverage. I'm almost sure I have a review on this, so I will try to put that up in the cards. Next up is the Juno & Co. Oh god, this poor sponge is so dirty. This is their lavender one. I really enjoy their lavender one. I'm not a fan of their original sponge, but their lavender one is kind of like a good in between, like I would say their original and a beauty blender. I feel like this one's a lot softer and a lot more bouncy on the skin, so this is one that I would definitely repurchase. Next up is by Beauty Junkies. This is their clear gel. This is one of those gel formulas on my eyebrows that I do not like. It just kind of flakes and just does not look right, so I'm not a fan of this, but Beauty Junkies does have really good affordable brushes. This just sadly did not work for me. Next product in here is Kitten Karma by Stila. I use the crap out of this. I absolutely love this until it literally wore out. Like I used up all the product that was in here. I don't think there's even enough in here, but glitter, Stila is the way to go for liquid eyeshadow glitter. Also, if you're just looking for glitter in general, Tati's palette is my number one go-to now, but I love Stila's. This formula is really, really nice, so I did use that up, and that is something that I would always repurchase. Then I got rid of some skincare stuff that I used probably halfway, but it's been in my collection more than a year, so I just felt like it was probably going bad, because it does have a shelf life of 12 months and I've had it more than a year. But these are really, really nice by Pixi. This pH Phenomenal Gel is a neutralizing moisturizer, and it's really, really nice against the skin. It's just a really nice plain moisturizer, while this one is more of a really rich rose scented moisturizer, and I really, really like it if you need really intense moisturizer. It's one of the reasons that now that I am going through my collection, I'm trying to use up what I have, because things like this happen where this to me is a waste, because even though I was sent this in PR, I want to use up what I have, and I feel like this is such a waste of product that lots of products go bad and then you don't use them up. And then let's see. Okay, for the last three products, first up is Kylie Dulce K lip liner. Literally, this thing, do you see that hole? It's because the liner, the pencil in here just fell right through and just came out, which is so annoying because I love the formulation of her lip liners. They're super creamy, also color pop, but I have that issue when once I start sharpening their pencils, the pencil itself inside, like the product just starts coming out and falling out, and it's super annoying. And then this is just a tattoo liner trooper from Kat Von D. I used to adore this as a liner, but I have to say the Hank and Hendry one is so much better. It's more liquidy and it just glides on so good. I also love that it's like a matte black, so that one is like my go-to now, even though I use this one up. And then the last thing in here, which is all gunky and nasty, is the Lancome whatever. It's the Booster XL. It's their primer. I got this in a kit, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that I bought, and I have to say I really, really love this. I love the brush because you can really get in there and get primer all over every lash. But I probably won't buy this until it's on sale again because of that. So yeah, so that is basically it for my empties. Let me know what you guys have been using up. Are any of these products here things that you would repurchase? What are your thoughts on them? I'd love to hear them down below. I really want to start using up the products that I have, maybe do mini reviews on them. Leave me any thoughts down below. You can follow me on my social media where you can get in contact with me as well down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.